Welcome.
Ow, that was aggressive.
Welcome. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for tuning in. This, if you didn't know, is my older sister Hope. We do have a 14-year age gap, so that's why I'm sitting with a grown adult.
Do you make me sound so old?
Today we are doing another Q&A. If you haven't watched our first Q&A video, go watch it now. It's really funny. I put on my Instagram, I put up some questions that... on my Instagram, I put up a question. No, what am I trying to say? On my Instagram story, I posted a question box so you guys could ask us whatever you want. Are we going like for easy first? Are we going for like a deep?
Let's dive right in.
Oh, we're diving right in.
Of it.
Where do you guys get most of your clothes from? Your style is so cute. I get most of my clothes from Garage, American Eagle, thrift stores, Boathouse, Urban Planet, Ardennes, and Old Navy.
Well, I'm almost approaching my last day of work at the store that I manage, so Boheme Collective is probably 90% of my wardrobe. I will walk out the door and I'm like head to toe Boheme. But if not there, I love Winners, Aerie. I remember you used to hate when I would drag you into Aerie.
I did, yeah.
And now that's changed, right?
Yeah.
I love Sephora, but that's not clothing.
I did post a Princess Polly haul, and that's where I got a lot of clothes from too, so go watch that too. Me and Owen are dating again, so I'm just gonna cover that right now. Me and Owen are dating, so what should I do for myself when me and my boyfriend are going through a rough patch?
Based on experience for rough patches, important that you're communicating, and I should learn this for myself too. Communicating clearly what you both need and being open and understanding, but to do for yourself, I think it's so important to still create time for yourself, your friends, and your family. That just always grounds me and makes me feel better is when I still prioritize myself and doing the things that I love, my hobbies, going swimming, exercising, spending time with you, like today.
I think from my experience from going through rough patches is kind of like Hope said, don't leave your boyfriend in the dark, and if he's leaving you in the dark, I think it's a good time to take a step away, still be open to communication, but yeah, focusing on what you like to do, putting yourself first for a couple days, and you know, kind of just, yeah.
Ask yourself what your needs are. What do you need right now? And that dog better shut up.
What's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you in school?
One time I was playing, do you guys still play Foursquare with the basketballs
sometimes.
and stuff, like or the ball? Back in the day, I had some jeans on in grade 2, and I went to bend over to pick up the ball, and I felt and heard the jeans split down my butt crack. I had to go and get a pair of pants from the Lost and Found, and I had to go wear those for the rest of the day, and I was so
All of your weird stories happen in grade 2.
Also in grade 2, I was writing all of my Valentine's Day cards, and you know when you get like the bundle pack of say like all Scooby-Doo or all SpongeBob, or I think mine were Rugrats, and I gave everybody one, but then for my crush I said from your secret admirer, and I learned my lesson that year because he was smart enough to figure out that Hope gave out all the Rugrats ones, so he literally popped his head up and looked at me and called me out. He's like, Hope, is this from you? And I was like, and I just didn't say anything. So if you're ever writing your whole class a bunch of Valentine's Day cards, separately make them.
I did the pack because I was lazy and never had a crush on anyone in my school. The most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me in school is honestly having a YouTube channel. My one teacher, we're all sitting in math class. If he's watching this right now, he's gonna get a kick out of this story. So we'll call him, I'll just call him
Mr. Herb.
So we're all sitting in math class. One of the worst classes to be sitting in because like I have my work kind of done, but at the same time I'm procrastinating and blah blah blah. And so we're all sitting there listening to a lecture, and Mr. Herb breaks through the door and goes, "Attention students, am I the only one who's aware that there's somebody in this class with a YouTube channel?" And when I tell you, I put my hood over my head, looked out the window, and just prayed for it to be over. I was like, no. And he goes, "She's really embarrassed looking out the window with her hood up right now." And everybody's like, "Who?" And he was like, "Ella, do you have anything to say? If any of you are interested, I'll have it up on my computer in my classroom after class if you want to come by." And I
What
was
is
like,
he thinking?
but it's fine now. I like him. He's like one of my biggest supporters for my channel. But yeah, that's probably the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me in school. How do you overcome anxiety or problems with food?
Anxiety is such a hard one because everybody experiences it differently, I feel like. Last week I felt it like a knot in my stomach.
Yeah.
And I know that things I need are exercises, like to go move my body, because I feel like if I move my body, it kind of like just helps flush all of it out. But then also just quality time with people that don't give me stress or don't give me anxiety, and just like deep breathing.
For me, for anxiety, I get jittery and I always feel like I need to be doing something. Like I get very hyperactive. Sometimes I'll go on just a short walk around my neighborhood. Sometimes I'll just FaceTime a friend to like take my mind off of it. Sometimes I'll do art. Something that just bring me back to like my center where I'm okay, like this is gonna pass, this is not forever. And for food, I've struggled with food because I'm a person where if I'm stressed or if I'm bored, I tend to binge eat. Sometimes when I'm stressed, I just forget to eat or I don't eat. For me, like obviously there's all different kinds of, I guess, eating disorders. If it comes from a place of feeling insecure, I think doing things to be with yourself and become more secure in yourself and doing things to slowly grow acceptance for who you are. For me, as somebody who binge eats when I'm stressed or when I'm feeling bored, I try and actually go and do something in those times instead of just eating food, because I know that it's one, unhealthy for me, and two, it's only gonna satisfy me for 15 minutes and then I'm gonna want more. Obviously, I'm not a doctor, but I know that not eating food can lead to a lot of other problems with your metabolism
and more stress.
Your teeth, your bones, like everything. Your body needs nutrition. Yeah, I have thick thighs, but having legs, like I can go on a walk, I can go and have a bike ride with my family, I can go swimming with my friends at the beach. Like I can do all these fun things that a lot of people can't do, and I'm really grateful that I can do these things. And I hope you feel better soon, and I hope that we said something helpful. What's a country you would like to visit one day?
Ooh.
Even though you've been everywhere.
What countries have I been to?
A lot.
Let's see if Ella can name all the countries I've been to. Go.
France. You haven't been to Italy, have you? You have been to Italy, Mexico, the US,
No.
Australia. Well, you went all through Europe, so like
Something like Germany sounds like Germany when they talk.
Russia? Oh, Austria.
No.
Scotland? Leprechauns.
No. Netherlands, Croatia, Greece, Turkey, Vietnam, Indonesia. Technically Beijing Airport.
Someplace I would like to go. I would like to travel all through Europe. I would really like to go to Japan one day.
And take me with you.
Please, 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 do you have any suggestions on how to cover up a really bad haircut? Hats.
Hats? And it depends. If it's really short, it's not a whole lot you could do. But if it's long, you can at least put it up. Like,
if it's bangs,
yeah,
pin back.
Or like braiding them into something and pinning them.
Or if you got a really bad long haircut, just
chop it off.
again.
And don't do it yourself.
What made me start YouTube?
First of all, I would love to say that I always wanted to be a YouTuber before you ever did, and I'm so glad that you did, but I'm bummed that I never gave it, because I think I was so worried about what other people would think, so good on you.
I started YouTube because I wasn't allowed TikTok or Instagram, and then one day I was on a trip and I found out you could post YouTube shorts. I was like, oh, this is so fun, I'm just gonna post and not tell my parents. Don't do that. And then I just started weirdly gaining traction because I just started convincing myself that I already had followers, and I started posting like I already had followers. Yeah, but I just started posting out of rebellion, I guess, which is bad, but turned out good. Any tips for high school? I'm just starting this year.
That's so exciting.
It's
Anxious,
exciting
but
until you're actually in it. I'm just keeping it real, okay? Don't go in with super high expectations of high school, because high school is not how it is in the movies.
No.
Like, that is just not how it is. If you go in being like,
oh, I'm gonna be popular, it's gonna be great.
Schoolwork is a thing.
Priority is the school part. Don't chase boys, don't chase people in general, don't try to force friendships and make everybody like you. You're just not gonna be able to do that. I feel like you should just find the people that you truly connect with.
don't try and like don't care what other people think, because people are going to try and peer pressure you. Everybody's going to be really judgmental, and everybody's going to be going through stuff.
Yeah, I think people care and worry and prioritize too much the social aspect of high school. I actually still have reoccurring nightmares that I didn't go to one of my final exams. I still don't know to this day if that really happened or if that was just a dream because it was so long ago. I feel like I didn't go to one of my final exams.
But don't you not pass if you don't go to your final
No,
exam?
I'm pretty sure he like hunted me down and like made me come back to do it, or called mom and dad and were like,
Hope didn't show up for her final math exam.
What goals do you want to achieve by the end of the year?
oh.
I think you have some in the tank for this, so you go. You did that now.
Oh wow, that was extra. I want to revisit my list because I did make a list at the beginning of the new year, and I think one of them was to leave my job, like, and transition out of it. And I had told myself I want to be done working here by the fall. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but so I'm starting my new marketing job in 2 weeks, which is crazy. So I've had on my to-do list for 2024 is to go to therapy and start finding a counselor or something, just to work on like self-improvement stuff, just like have good tools for dealing with hard times and stuff. So that's something I still need to do. But I'm also getting a personal trainer.
Really?
Yeah. Ow!
I think for me, I would love to have 700,000 subscribers by the end of 2024. I would also maybe like to have merch out by the end of 2024. Just this year, I've just told myself, okay, this is the year where I'm really just not going to care about what other people think. I'm going to wear what I want to wear. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to say what I want to say, and I'm not going to worry if somebody's going to think I'm dumb. I know my people, and I really don't care what the kids in my school think.
Owie.
Our uncle has a habit of randomly commenting on our videos sometimes. One time I said something along the lines of like, oh yeah, my other kids my age are doing drugs and my parents are yelling about my laundry, and then he commented, and clean your room while you're at it.
On one of mine, he's just responded with a bunch of flaming emojis like smoking hot, and I was like,
This random old man nobody else knows.
And we don't even have the same last name, so people are probably like, who's this old man that thinks Hope's...
Oh.
We love you, Uncle Rick.
3 more. How do you cope with toxic friendships or relationships? I love all your videos. Thank you. I don't know how to take compliments, guys. I do appreciate it.
So weird.
That's rich coming from you. For me, dealing with toxic friendships and relationships, being in high school when it's like the most prominent time for those types of situations, I feel like anyway. If I'm starting to realize that somebody in my life is being toxic, I think...
Three hours later.
Yeah.
3 hours later.
Just move up here. You're a real nice not a morning person.
Close and cozy here.
If I realize that somebody is starting to be toxic in my life, I think I slowly just kind of like start to distance myself from that person, because there's nothing that you can do to change people. You can't change the way that somebody feels about you, and you can't change the way that somebody acts towards you. I feel like it's most important to start slowly cutting off those toxic people and putting out the energy that you want to attract in your new friends. And I think that when it comes to a toxic relationship, if you're feeling misunderstood all the time, or if you're feeling unseen, I think it's important to either talk about that with the person that you're with and try and communicate that as best as you can without accusing the other person, and just talking with them. And if they refuse to listen to how you feel, no matter how hard it is, it's never good to have a toxic relationship in your life. Put your foot down and say, these are the changes that needs to happen, or else I'm gone. And if somebody isn't willing to respect your needs or your wants, they don't deserve your time and your love and your energy.
Amen.
We're almost done.
Maybe it's a sign.
Okay, go.
Are you looking at my crusty lips?
Mm-hmm.
I knew it! They're so dry, I'm so dehydrated right now. My friggin' crusty lips are apparently stealing the show, and that's our cue to end this episode, I think.
Thank you all for watching. If you haven't already,
Like and subscribe. And turn on your notifications.
but yeah, thanks for watching. I hope we answered some of your questions. I hope we helped in some way. Do you have anything to say?
If you have any ideas of other videos you'd like us to do together, we'd be happy to do them. Ella and I kind of love going out being silly and doing random things. Like, we've done random challenges, so give us any ideas. We want to make more videos together. So.
We do.
Wrong hand. Alright, okay.
Yeah. Okay, love you all. Thank you for watching.
From my crusty lips to yours.